live and there's no, let's just go, dude. We're the trailer. Is everybody muted? What did you do, dude?
Marty, I could hear you. I don't know if the guys in the chat could hear you.
I could hear him.
I can hear
I
you.
couldn't hear anything from you guys. I just saw everybody's faces. I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
Yeah.
This is the trailer.
Yeah, that happened to
Like
me once a few weeks ago. That happened to me a few weeks ago. I was like, huh.
I could still see you and hear you. I can see everybody along the bottom.
Nope, I saw the screen as I'm seeing it right now with no trailer, and everybody's just kind of staring at this. Like, all of a sudden, the trailer picked up midway through and finished playing. I'm like, okay, that was weird.
Better late than never.
Please, Marty, don't say anything really private. Don't say anything.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was hoping. Fucking
No, I've learned my
Anyway,
lesson.
what
I'm
is-
staying dead quiet during those moments.
What is up, everybody? Good to see you all. Team, Matt, Chantel, good to see you guys as always. And of course, Rob. Yeah, we are back. Tonight we are doing UFOs. And we haven't done this for
Love you too, man.
about 2 months. It's been a while since we've done one of these shows. So,
Hey, you can watch Marty being a right jerk to his kids and kicking them out of the studio.
yeah.
Wow, that was quick. Marty just like she was there 1 second, then just the screen froze and it went back to Marty, and Morgie was just gone. There was no like walking away. That was funny.
She was abducted. That's how fast it happens.
Will Smith that like button if you haven't already. I like that. I like that a lot.
That is good. That is pretty good. Joe, good to see you. Hope you're good. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're all right. But yeah, so we're doing UFOs and specifically some documents that were released by the Pentagon that have been unclassified recently, which we'll get into in a bit. Amy's not with me tonight. She's very, very tired. It's been a long week, mainly because I've been getting her up every morning. But yeah, it's been a long week, so she's fast asleep at the moment. She might make an appearance towards the end, but we will see. We've got the usual stuff behind us. I can't even freaking do it there. The millimeter has just been going off in the green room, hasn't it? So hopefully they'll do that again. Hopefully, you want to do it again? You can, or not?
No, they just like doing it in the green room so that they can't see it on the lives. But luckily, I record the green rooms, so I've got that.
I'm glad too, Chantel.
Yeah, Chantel's already for control.
We did the live the other night. You know, when you came on, Kerry, with the doll with Evelyn. Literally, that stuff was going crazy, and then as soon as we went live, it all stopped.
They're camera shy. That's cute.
The whole thing. Like we were getting like perfect answers. Like Evelyn, are you there? And literally, the millimeter went off straight away. And it was brilliant. But then as soon as the camera went on, nah, nothing.
Shy. They're shy. That's cute.
They're not that.
Nice to see that even in death, you can still be embarrassed to be on camera.
Well, they didn't want to be on Instagram. They wanted to be on like YouTube or
on YouTube. They wanted to be YouTube famous.
Yeah,
they didn't want to be on TikTok. They wanted to be on.
They want to make TikToks. They don't want to do Instagram.
Yeah. I know you can be snobby too. Wow, beggars can be choosers.
But anyway, before we carry on, I'm just going to say we are doing an unboxing video tomorrow. That should be up in the next week. Put myself under pressure now, but I'll try and get it up. I'll try and get it up for you guys. We've got $3 on the way. There's 2 here and 1 coming all the way from America. That's on.
They're all positive, right?
You shouldn't even have to ask that question. Like seriously,
I know, right?
I can't actually remember. I think one of them is negative, 2 are positive.
Dude, you don't even know what was in the box.
Yeah, he doesn't even know. No, he just buys stuff. He gets that eye, like when you talk about Christmas decorations. You know how he gets around Christmas, where he does that little like smiling, his eyes get really wide, and he has that look, and he, that's what he does. He just goes. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even remember ordering most of these things. He just orders them, and then he knows that Amy's pissed off at him. He's like, "Oh, right, that's why."
Literally, the two came yesterday, and I said to Amy, "Which ones did we order?" Because I can't remember. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's what the
She had to
chat
bring up the
doesn't see.
pictures.
Like, we do the Marco Polos all the time, and Tom's sitting there. He's like, "Look what showed up today," and he shows the box. He goes, "I don't even know what it is." Like,
I don't know what it is, but I bought it. Well, we know it's not a
name on it.
Yeah, it's got my name. We know it's not a Dybbuk box because Amy won't let him have one.
True.
Yeah.
Amy won't let Tom have a.
Yes.
No worries,
I should buy one while I'm on this.
Dolls are one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will one day. One day. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be doing UFOs. So before we get into it, though, Kerry has had a few experiences with more aliens than UFOs.
Yeah, well, from memory, yeah.
And you had a particular experience like a while ago. I'll bring up the picture for you guys.
This has been going on for a long, long time now. Happened after. Let me start getting my words right. It happened with my mum to start with for years and years, and I used to always be like, "Mum, stop mucking about with these things. You like this is quite scary. You don't want to be like mucking about with the UFOs and aliens." And I never really got into it. And then I've always worked as a psychic medium. And then maybe, it's got to be 4 or 5 years ago, my mum went away to Australia, and she went away for, I think 3 weeks. And that 3-week period was hell on earth for me. I had a completely different presence within my room. I couldn't see it, but I could hear it, and it was making unhuman noises. That's how it started. And cut a very long story short, I wasn't sleeping at all over this 3-week period. It was always at night time, always at the same time. And then I started hearing humming coming outside from the sky. And this is when this would start, all this activity in my room. Then I'd get this sense of, you need to go to sleep. You need to go to sleep. We're here. The kids are here. So I said to him, "Look, if you're going to take me," because I can't remember how it happened now, but I knew it was a spirit being or anything negative. I knew it was an ET. I'd never seen it though, and I know this sounds a bit far-fetched from actually seeing it, but I just knew from the noises and the presence and the feelings that I was receiving. I said, "If you're going to take me, I need to be asleep. I'm too scared. It's not for me." So fast forward in time now, every now and again I will still hear the humming in the sky, and I know it's them coming for me, and I say, "Look, I'm not asleep, because it's always around the midnight mark sort of thing." So I panic because I know they're coming, and then I'll say, "Look, remember our deal, I've got to be asleep before you take me and show yourself." And then with that, I'm always out like that, like completely very fast, and I don't fall asleep that quick normally. Let her know when they come, and if I'm scared. And then I will wake up the next day and there will be some sort of mark left on me at some place on my body.
That's because Dave got rowdy during the night.
You sure it's not Dave?
Yeah, you sure it's not Dave just coming home off a bender and feeling like, "How's it going, baby? Come here."
So this is one of the marks that Kerry's on about.
That's a bruise.
Yeah. So that's
insane.
Think
in a normal daily life, you think I would know that I banged my leg, wouldn't you?
Right. Yeah, you should be able to know that happened.
Yeah, you should have felt that.
Yeah, for it to go that black, that's a big hit. You would know about that.
It's almost gone now, but it's still there slightly. And in the middle of it, it looks like something has been hit against my leg. It's like got like a line.
A point of impact mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's insane.
So you can't see that there.
Okay, I love how you're so blasé
about it.
Yeah, I'd be terrified. Absolutely terrified.
That
I wouldn't be able to
3-week period, I've never been so scared. Never been so scared. And that's why I try to explain about the dolls. Be careful what you're inviting in, because I didn't sleep for 3 weeks. I was a complete frigging mess. It was one of the worst periods of my life. Now, nothing, as far as I know, I mean, I've got a bruise on my leg. Anything awful's happened to me. So I can't really put it into words what was going on in that 3-week period, apart from I could hear these noises of something standing at the end of my bed making the nearest thing I can describe it, and it's not quite the same, but do you remember the film Predator?
Mm-hmm.
Where they make that clicky voice box? Yeah, it was very, very similar to that. It was horrible.
Wow.
It's funny you say.
Hey, morning sunshine.
Need a little power nap. Kerry's explaining about how she gets regularly abducted, and she just like, just wait until I'm asleep, like it's normal.
Should I leave it then?
Like, this is
I wouldn't be
insane.
able to sleep. I really wouldn't. Holy
I
cow.
wouldn't. Have you seen the film Signs? Like,
Yeah.
that kind of,
Yeah, those guys, but those were the dumbest aliens ever. Their weakness was water, and they invaded a planet where not only is it like 80% water, but our blood is made up of water, and like that was just not very well thought out on their part. I feel that movie sucks.
The closest I've ever seen to inside the ship is from
I'm sorry, Amy.
meditation.
Yeah, aliens are womanizers. That's messed up.
Okay, what are you saying?
The closest I've ever seen inside a ship was in meditation, or I had a very strange dream the other night, about 3 or 4 nights ago, where where you have that lucid dreaming where you're awake inside your dream.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I woke up and I was inside what I assume was a ship, because there was windows all going around. There was a big table in the middle, and there was loads of human-looking people sat around this table that were very familiar to me, but I didn't know who they were, because to look at, I've never seen them before, but they felt familiar. And I said to them, is this Australia? Are you showing me Australia today? And it was just like the norm, like they were taking me to show me different countries. And they said, no, this isn't Australia, this is Las Vegas. And I was like, and then this is where the dream part must have come in, because I was like, well, you know where you find me, down at Zach Bacon's museum.
Oh, here we go.
But I don't remember anything else about this dream, but it was so real, and so everybody in it felt real as well.
That's fucking insane. Like,
Yeah.
you don't tell us these things, neither. Like, the guys in chat, we do not hear any of this before you guys. This is the first time she's spoken about.
Yeah, that's
Like,
usually
it's so normal to you.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like,
It is, I suppose. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like I say, it was really scary, but it has become the normal to be like still awake around the midnight time. Not every night, this isn't, by the way. This is maybe once every so often. But hear the humming. Like I don't even know. It's such a deep humming as well. It's
They'd run and hide in a closet.
Yeah, they're not very smart. I'm gonna get her as soon as she goes to sleep.
No.
as soon as you hear them coming, that's not the point to go to sleep. That's the point to like stay awake.
Run.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to stay awake. I'd be like,
No,
I think
right?
I'd rather go to sleep. Thanks.
See, that's
I don't think I'd
where
be
I'd
able to,
be.
though.
I'd be outside going, where you at? Like, I want to see this shit. Like, my
Yeah.
phone's recording. Like, I got to get something on tape.
But do you know what the weird
I'd be
thing is,
looking for it.
Marty? In that moment as well, because in these moments I'm thinking the same as you. But in that moment, it's the last thing I want to do. I come over so tired that I'm just like, oh, I can't be arsed, sort of feeling like, oh no, I'm really, really, really
Right.
tired. And it's the last thing in the
That
back
could
of
be
my
down.
It makes you wonder if that humming noise is what you're talking about is actually making you tired. It's
Right, they
done
could
on
be
purpose.
Resonating on a frequency that just
Well,
that's
it's funny you're saying that, because there's like 6 pages of this document that talk about exactly what you're saying
Oh, is it?
about the humming and the frequencies and everything else. Yeah, it's
It's fucking insane. Whereabouts is
if you end up.
that?
Oh, shit.
me and Marty go to the same barber.
I read pieces of couldn't believe some of the stuff that was on it.
Yeah, it's based
I'm
on
pretty much
field
on
effects
top of my head.
and communication.
Did anyone hear someone whisper "shush" as we all said
No, I
yeah?
didn't.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one. I always like that, the little audio things that happen during the show, which they're
Interesting.
it's not the first time, so
Tried your own, I can tell.
those happen.
Bobo.
You thought, oh, no, it's not that one again. Oh, shit. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was great. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, Kerry. I mean, for you, I suppose, with everything you do, it's the normality, isn't it? You just accept it. I think for us that haven't experienced it, yeah, a bit like us doing the paranormal, I suppose. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that probably explains. Like, I know when you were saying how it's like it sounds normal for Kerry to just talk about this. But if you think about like her profession, like her talents, I mean, I'm sure it was the same way with, at first communicating with the dead and all that stuff. And, so it's probably the same principle. It's just after a while, it's just the norm. It's like, oh yeah, weird shit's happening. Okay.
Well, it's kind of, it's kind of like when you look for ghosts when you're a paranormal investigator. After a while, it's like they scared you at first, but now it's like, I want more.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is very much like that.
People where you say that obviously we don't experience it. Obviously, we don't know that we don't experience it though.
Yeah.
It could be happening, we just don't know.
Yeah.
That's true.
And Kerry's just tuning into it, maybe. We can't.
Well, you've got to remember though, Kerry's a medium as well though, so she's already in tune with the other side, the other veil.
Right.
Who's to say that she's not able to tune into things like that, whereas we are just not at that level.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That might explain a lot too. Sorry, Kerry.
We all have different purposes why we're here. Whatever it is, nothing's bigger than anybody else. It's just this happens to be my purpose in life. To almost be like spread the light and awareness amongst people. And if I can just crack that door open a little bit and let people think, oh, maybe, just maybe, then I've done my purpose in life. And I do feel, this is going to sound proper off its tits now, so just bear with me. I do feel I feel like I'm a bit of a hybrid, so I'm not whole human. I feel like there was a part in my life many years ago, I had a nervous breakdown, and I feel like if you've ever researched walk-ins, I feel like there was a walk-in that happened on me. So I'm now part, this is going to sound out there, but part human, part starseed, and that's why I have this strong link with the afterlife and EPs and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not out of the realm of possibility because we don't understand it to begin with. We don't understand any of it. So you could be completely on point with what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I belong here.
When I said though that obviously my belief is that possibly aliens put us on here to study us to see how we evolve over time. It's not exactly a bad shout there, really, though, is it?
Yeah.
Boy, are they fucking disappointed in us. They're like, well, we saw that one coming. Time to take them out, boys. What do we got?
Joanne had a good point. She says, I wonder if the noise still affects on Dave, and that's why he doesn't realise you've gone if they take you. That's probably a good shout.
That is a really good,
Or if Dave's just on the take and he knows about it, and they're just like, here's some simoleons, keep this quiet there, buddy.
A lot of the cases of people being abducted, especially at night when they go to sleep, that's they experience the person being abducted hears that buzzing noise, and then it's almost sudden, like you, Kerry, like you said, you almost fall asleep, like you just almost go unconscious.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but there's always somebody sleeping next to him in bed the majority of the time, their significant other, and they have zero recollection of anything.
Right.
So that frequency could be doing the same thing to them, putting them out, or they're already out and it just keeps them asleep. And they don't realize.
Or hell, just take both of them at the same time.
That person.
Yeah, in Barney Hill. That's kind of what happened to them. They took them both.
Yeah,
Good
that's
shout.
true. Yeah.
Yep.
Chantal says, I don't know who this person is, but Jesse Craigno says he is a hybrid as well. I assume that is. I think I've heard the name. I can't remember who that is. But yeah, so these documents anyway that were released when was it last week? I think it was last week. These were released, or the week before.
It was a couple of weeks ago, but it actually hit the mainstream about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, so I'll put the link actually, or Amy will, because Amy's good like that. She'll put the link in the description.
Amy's like, oh, I will, huh? You fucking Tom.
She'll put the link to it in the description of this after the show, so you guys can have a look yourself. It's how many pages long? It's like several hundred pages. What are you doing?
No, it's only.
Is it 30 meters?
It's probably like 40 in total. Actually, it's less than that. It's probably 30 in total. You got your your opening pages and stuff like that, the glossary, and then the index and all that. So a lot of those pages you can't account for. So reading wise, it's probably about 30 pages.
Yeah, but it goes into detail like the effects of coming in close contact with UFOs. Yep. Now I know that I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's there's a program on. You know?
Just checking out my wine sign. Go.
What a way to go, though.
Yeah, there's this guy. He came in close contact with this spaceship, and he had like a burn on his back. It's famous. It was a famous one. He had like these dots on his back from the radiation burn off the engine or something, and like doctors could not like determine what it came from at all. Wow. Like they had no explanation.
Where was it from?
I'll see if I can find it.
Part of the world.
Your side. Everything's your
US.
side.
Your side. It's like the world is just split like a kid's room when they're fighting right down the middle.
Yeah, it's your side. It's your side of the bedroom that's happened on that.
There's a place in Pennsylvania called Chestnut Ridge that experienced a lot of alien abductions and stuff. Because I was watching a documentary on that the other night. I was telling you that, Marty.
Here it is. I can't remember. So it's the Falcon Lake incident.
That's one I have. I haven't heard of that one.
It's this guy here. So that's his shirt. I'll bring it up. So that's the shirt.
Look at that.
Wow.
And then that's what it did to him.
I'm not going to sew that up.
It's not on his back. It's on his front.
I think I've seen these pictures before. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like
I want to play connect the dots on his belly.
Almost looks like he's laid on like a radiator or sort of a heater, you know, with metal grid.
That's what
could be lights or something, some kind of like X-ray something or other, or some sort of
right.
I don't know.
He drew it. This is the drawing that he did, and they reckon it's from these parts of the actual engine, or whatever. This is the exhaust or something that's actually burnt him.
If I was on a waffle maker.
If I was on a waffle, yeah, you probably did do it.
Tom, if you think about that,
he fell asleep on the waffle maker, Jeff said.
I like that.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, we mentioned it. We're getting bombers on.
Hi, Danny.
Okay. Sorry.
No, sorry. I was mentioning Bob Lazar, you know, the documentary.
Bob Lazar and UFOs.
Pictures of it.
Yeah, they all look the same. But yeah, I know you've highlighted a lot of things on yours, Marty. You're probably better off running with the actual ins and outs of these documents because I've just skimmed through it.
Marty, tell us a story.
There really is no story. It basically just.
What good are you?
Like, it literally Kerry's kind of telling a proportion of the story, where you get in close proximity to these things, and there's certain things that the government has actually studied and documented. That's the whole point of this coming out, is the fact that the government knew about this. I mean, back since the 70s and 60s, 50s and 40s, like ever since 47, they've been documenting this stuff all the time. But now they're starting to just give the public pieces of information that we already knew was true, but now it's unclassified and you can actually read through what they studied in. It's cases like Kerry's where they hear the noise, they hear the humming, or somebody sees a spaceship, they're within, 10 meters of it, or if they're abducted. If you're in close proximity to these things, you generally have radiation burns. You have problem with brain frequencies, loss of thought, loss of time, like everything that you hear in the stories that you watch on YouTube or documentaries or any of that stuff is actually true because the government has studied it and is actually proven it by doing tests and everything else.
Where do they get the ideas from for these films?
What was it? They had 3 main cases, didn't they? And they ruled them out. Then they until they started getting more cases. Yeah.
And then the evidence builds up and builds up. And you just got to read like just a few of these. Like this is on page like 5 or something. The bullet points of like some of the effects. Like the first one, it just says, based on historical cases, humans have been found to have been injured from exposure to anomalous vehicles, especially airborne, when in relatively close proximity. That's like basically saying UFOs exist and we all get injured from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're not like.
That's the most shocking part is because you get a lot of these people, and before any of these videos came out or any of that stuff, everybody's like, the government's hiding this, the government's hiding that, the government's saying we're not hiding anything. And clearly they are. They were. They're not anymore. But now you got all the people who are having these experiences down. Now more people are coming out of the woodwork and sharing their stories. And now it's just compiling and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. So there's no bullshit behind this. This is actually true. And then you got the military chasing these things in fighter jets that can't keep up with them. And it's on video. It's on radar. It's proof right in front of you. There's something out there. We don't know what it is. That's it.
And that's probably just a small portion of what they've released at the moment. There's probably loads of it in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a couple of the military guys that I listened to when they did interviews and stuff like that. A lot of the things you won't see, or like radar tapes and things like that, because there's classified details about the radar systems themselves that they don't want the public seeing, because they don't want other countries to see that. Yeah. So originally, when like the 2004 case came out in 2014, when you look at those tapes, like everything on where the one UFO was like sitting like this, and then it kind of turned like that. It was called the gimbal. They didn't show that initially. It was classified simply because of the readouts and everything. They didn't want other countries to know that we had the FLIR pods that taped that thing. They didn't want other countries to see the performances of the aircrafts that we had. That's the reason that remained classified for so long. But then once other countries kind of started matching our technology and everything, that really didn't matter anymore. And it was somebody got the tape released, and then it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And if you think about it as well, I was just thinking then, like I don't know if you guys have, in our country, our politics moment, basically our prime minister had a party in COVID, and they've been trying to cover that up. So if they're trying to cover him up just having a beer during COVID, like imagine what they are covering up.
Right.
Isn't it?
Well, the thing is, like over there, I don't know if you ever watched the guy. His name is Nick Pope. He worked for the British Ministry of Defense for a long time. And he's like one of the head like UFO researchers right now that's doing interviews all over the world and is breaking a lot of these stories. And he came from your side of the world. And I realistically, dude, I've actually heard in the last like 6 months more stories coming from the UK. Not necessarily just England, but the UK alone. More stories than I've actually heard over here.
Yeah, we have got a lot, but
wasn't it like the Prime Minister was saying that he was trying to like do more, put more money towards actually finding out if it's real or not?
Yeah, they were. No, yeah, our government were going to start putting money into it and doing an actual a team of people to explore all this, like they do obviously where you guys are. Obviously, with everything been going on, that's all been pushed.
Yeah, but we do it better. Sorry.
Yeah. It's true. No, it's true. You do it bigger and better. That's for sure.
That's right, America. No,
America.
I think as well over here, it's one of them like if you
thank you, Kerry.
If you say you see a UFO, they either think you're a weirdo or you're drunk or whatever.
Right.
Like that's the automatic reaction.
Yeah, it's becoming the norm now, isn't it? Because
but it is. Yeah.
Now that it's been kind of highlighted from the government, everyone's
it's kind of. Yeah, it's just like the paranormal field of seeing ghosts and stuff.
I was just going to make that parallel as well. Well played.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. It's like you see things that you cannot explain. It's like, it's paranormal or it's extraterrestrial. You can't.
That's right. When my mother's house was haunted, that's probably going back 50 years ago, and people thought we were nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are crazy.
Especially the people who were there who experienced it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had a sick Marty burn I was sitting on. I'm just gonna that was fantastic in my head just a minute ago. I had to share that much because the time has passed, but man, Marty, I would have just knocked you down with that one, buddy. Sorry, go ahead. I was very proud of myself.
We need to like rewind and then do it again so you can just do it.
Has he got a muffler on his mic?
I don't know if you want to do that, bud.
No, I'm good.
It's what's that thing called on your mic, Hefty? Amy says it's a muffler.
A pop sock? Yeah, this little guy. Yeah, it's a pop sock or like a pop filter, so your pop-pop-paws don't come out so hard.
It's to make him sound more British.
It makes me sound more British. It's my British filter. I am now from I don't know. That's a fucking terrible accent.
You sound like a fucking
Marty.
vampire, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Yeah.
He's going all posh.
You're no posh.
I'm all posh.
You
Yeah,
said you
I'm making that sweet. You're not getting paid from this show? I bought all this stuff with my sweet Tom and Amy Paranormal Mysteries money.
Everyone else getting paid but me.
Yeah,
the
no,
money I
what
used.
the hell?
He's now. I used to get the paycheck. Now he's getting it.
You know, yes. Soon it'll go to Kerry, and then Amy will get it, and then Tom will get it later. Look, we haven't worked this out yet. Mama Marty gets one every week, so I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
His is mine. Mine
Must get lost in the mail.
Yeah.
I've been abducted.
Yeah, everything goes to me. Nothing goes to you.
Yeah.
You get pocket money.
Oh, thanks.
You do get an allowance. That's
Yeah,
okay. My old man gets an allowance.
I do, to be fair. You tell me how much I can spend.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, then you overspend it, and she gets mad at you.
Never.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yes, I remember.
Look, we stayed on topic for almost 31 minutes. That was amazing.
I was going to say, we're doing quite well then.
That was the best. Good night, everybody.
I was going to ask you, Mike, I know this is probably a stupid question, but what is electromagnetic radiation?
Electric.
Because that's what they're on about in this thing. Apparently,
I'm glad you got that question, not me.
EMR.
I mean, you're the UFO expert, Mike, so you should know what this is. But
And the scientist.
freaking clue.
It's electric.
I'm not a scientist by any means. Like, you talking about
I'm
the
gonna Google
EMRs?
it.
Yes.
Yeah. What is?
He's like, shit, Google.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Marty.
It's
Why
not.
don't you
No, I
explain it to
know.
us?
I'm trying to figure out how to explain it.
Yeah, me too.
Right, here we go. Oh no, that's not it.
No, you put an why have you done that? EMR.
That's what it is, isn't it?
No.
That's what they are.
Yeah, that's what it is, EMR, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
something
fun.
totally different.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Radiation.
What do you think? No.
Here we go. What is electromagnetic radiation?
Yeah.
Kind of radiation including visible light, radio waves, gamma rays, and X-rays,
Like a
in
microwave.
which electric and magnetic fields
Yes.
vary.
That is the simplest way to put it. It's literally almost like a microwave.
Yeah.
Thank you, Google.
All the waves.
Right, yeah. I was just waiting for two of your T-Bone to answer that one.
So the electromagnetic, we can do that here. We can create electromagnetic radiation. We can create those type of things. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Of
Well
how
said,
we
Marty.
use- Shut up, Adam.
Sorry, buddy.
You face dude. You're not making this any easier.
It's the expulsion of electrical energy at a high temperature.
It's like putting your head in the microwave.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Danny.
In a way.
Kind of. Yeah. It's
In a way.
these are normal things. Like what they're experiencing, a lot of people are experiencing, like the high frequency noises that Kerry hears. They're trying to
You're not talking about the buzzing, right? You're talking about.
I really want to start reading this so I can really confuse the shit out of Adam.
Well, reading confuses me anyway, Marty.
Pulses of RF to disorient or destabilize muscular coordination at the frequency of 40 J/cm.
Okay.
The microsecond duration pulses will cause thermostatic expansion in brain cells and microphonics for hearing sensation at 0.5 to 32 micron pulses with per pulse thresholds near 20 JCM. Did you understand any of that?
Yes, I did. So all they're doing is they're talking about different frequencies having different physiological reactions on different parts of the body.
Do you know what the frequencies are?
The ones you just named, the 49 or whatever. I didn't remember exactly what you just said, but
RF.
It's really bad for you.
Say again.
RF frequencies.
No, I heard. Yeah.
You know what any of that is?
RF. I would assume radio frequencies or radiation frequencies. Okay. Next question.
No, I didn't understand a word I just read. 100%. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, there's certain things that I understand, and then a lot of this shit, and that's the problem.
Marty flips through Mad Magazine. Sorry,
this is Mad Magazine.
It'll make you mad.
Oh, Daddy.
That's the point. That's the point of this documentation. Is 90% of this you're going to read that sounds and reads like that, and it's very hard to cut through the bullshit. But the point is, right?
Yeah, Marty,
this is all in scientific terms, so it's very hard to like even try to wrap your head around this, let alone try to break it down if you don't understand what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I crushed your question.
I mean, the bits I got from like these bullet points here probably make the most sense to me anyway, because I'm not very like academic.
Right. That's where it gets into. Well, no, that's where it gets into like normal language, where you can understand it.
Yeah, you can understand it. Like they say. I mean, they say.
Go on, Thomas. You read the big words.
It says,
it's not on me and Marty anymore.
It says the biophysical
fire tonight.
It says the biophysical characteristics of the injuries are well understood. So basically, they're saying like they know exactly what happens.
They understand what the injury is.
Yeah, they know what it is. But then they say the energy-related propulsion systems are not well understood. So basically, they don't know how these crafts are.
They don't know. They don't understand the propulsion system.
Yeah,
which causes whatever they know what the injuries are, but they don't know what's causing the injuries.
Yeah.
They do. It's a flying microwave.
There's a flying microwave. Shit, actually, that's not
fucking microwaves out the freaking UFO, just throwing microwaves at people.
What if it isn't? What if they've literally expanded a microwave?
You can roll down the window, out goes the microwave.
I want.
Don't ask me any of those questions, Tom. I ain't got a chance with that.
See, what they do is they take Kerry, but then what they do is they then give her the veggie burgers.
Is that what it is? They give her the veggie burgers
out of the microwave.
So at Kerry's place, if there was ever an alien invasion, instead of like mutilated cattle, there'd be like chopped up carrots and like inside out lettuce or something like that.
Removed.
Yeah. Asparagus with no spears.
Some of them do. I get my freaking words out.
Oh, Nickpedia, what up, dog?
What's up, Nick? How you doing, dude? I'm trying to like read and
Come on,
and listen.
This is delicious, by the way. My chunk beer. I had to get that out there. Yeah, I'm going to. Shout out to my buddy Billy.
You get all the nice stuff. You get all the shit.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, I'm posh, man. I'm living that lifestyle, baby.
You ain't got a gold globe.
Oh, gold globe.
Did you get as far as like after the Roman numeral pages? It'll start doing regular numerical pages, and if you go to page 3, it'll talk about newly unclassified materials.
Yeah, I won't know.
Oh yeah. I did get to that.
That's actually a whole story about a guy who was basically being terrorized by the government, and like what had happened through his whole process. They call him Mr. X. So they kind of if you read some of that, I don't know how much of that if you did read it.
Oh shit. Yeah, you just read that first paragraph.
What happened and the way he was handling things and what happened with his story. Because he is a guy who knew too much. This is the same thing that happened to Bob Lazar.
And this is the problem in it. Like, as soon as you know something, they want to freaking get rid of you. Like, straight away.
See you later then, everyone.
Yeah.
Bump me up.
Keep your polo going. Yeah, keep your polo going. Oh, dude, that's what you should do. If you hear the humming, put the polo on, leave the polo running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave it. That's so freaking awesome. How do we not think of that? I'm a genius.
How long does the polo run for, do you reckon?
What?
Until the aliens
How long
turn it
does
off.
it run for?
Until it's not on your phone. It's on a separate server. So
it's on a server.
What if
you can let that thing run for a while?
Yeah.
I mean, this might be out there, but what if they're like, we do that, but then because like they're obviously Dave and stuff will not notice Kerry's gone. Maybe they can like almost stop time in that instance. Do you know, almost like doing like so they take you and put you back. You've been gone hours, but it's been a millisecond. Like the
Yeah.
camera won't even notice. I wouldn't be surprised.
Put a digital recorder in your
Would
pocket.
the camera read that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would the camera be affected by that, or would that be just? I mean, that's interesting.
You're getting back into the radio waves and just the microwaves and like all the different types of radiation things that could completely mess up electronics.
Okay.
That's why a lot of people have a problem taking pictures. A lot of people have a problem taking pictures when they get close to these things because there's plenty of cases out there. People are driving their cars. Now you're talking the old school cars, not the electric cars. The old school cars
were built to last.
Down the road, UFO goes over, the car shuts off.
Right.
All the things, everything shuts off in the car. Even back when, you had fighter pilots that would get near these things and all of a sudden their instruments would go crazy. Their instruments would shut off. They'd have no control over their plane. So just getting in close proximity to these things screws with anything electronic.
Right.
Yeah.
Shut up, Tui. You're wrong.
Who's to say though that aliens aren't like spirits, and they don't take your body per se. They take your spirit,
Your soul. Yeah.
So you don't actually, your body doesn't actually go anywhere. It's your spirit that goes.
But they can still like you, Kerry,
So whatever they do
injure
to you, it still injures your
still injures
shell.
you. But yeah, that's a good. Well, we're getting fucking deep with this shit tonight.
Well, I just.
Look who decided to swim in. Hello, Tuna.
Tuna, good to see you.
Yeah, I've got.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, Tui.
That's why people don't normally notice their partner's missing because they're still there.
Yeah.
Since that time 4 years ago, for that 3-week period, I did tell you guys last week, I now have got like a birthmark under my bust, and then it's on my back as well. And it looks just like a brown birthmark.
Follow Kerry on TikTok and Instagram to see those pictures. I just got you a bunch of followers. You're welcome.
It's a new business.
Poor Marty.
Oh, poor Marty, poor Kerry. Like, he couldn't just let her tell the story.
Well, there's not much more to tell. I'm just now an owner of 2 birthmarks.
It is weird though, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
Because typically they don't show up when you get older. They're always there from like the beginning.
Right, from the day you're born, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of weird.
I try and photograph it in a way that it doesn't look like where it is.
I'll take your word for it, okay?
I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know.
We're gonna know.
That's her underboob. That's her underboob. Oh my god.
Do not send that polo.
I'll send it to Amy. Amy, you're happy.
There you go. Yeah, keep it between the girl. That's just no.
Yeah. Send it to Amy. She'll have it.
Well, it's like more rigid.
What?
Lift it. You have to
Hold it up.
lift it.
I'll lift it and flatten it
Lift
so
it
it
up
just like a star or something.
If you do it in black and white, it could be artistic.
Throw it over the shoulder.
Tape it up.
Sellotape it.
A little bit of duct tape.
Oh my god.
You do look like, if you're doing this, Kerry, Dave walks in, he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
The next podcast.
Yeah, give Dave to hold it. And take
Yeah,
a
he can
picture.
hold it up for you.
Oh. Nick missed it all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Nick, you just walked in at the wrong time, dude. Totally the wrong time. We're on track. We did quite well, but then we just
Yeah, you something, bud. You got to watch that back. Mark the timestamp and go back and watch
That
it.
made me very, very happy.
Yeah.
That made me very happy.
But yeah, I mean, you just got to just pick out little bits of this document thing anyway, and
Come on, we're all friends.
That's what I'm saying.
I think we're a bit closer than friends now.
We're all friends.
Well,
Like, wait, where'd the group polo go? I'm not in it
Problem
anymore.
shared is a problem halved.
yeah.
I've told them, stop scratching your ball sack.
I mean, you do know, like, we're not just talking amongst us, that we are live. This is for the whole world to see. We're not talking about my nutsack on live.
That was one of the best photos I've ever seen.
Well, they're enjoying it.
That one, yeah.
Oh, be careful, Chantel. We gotta get a fun going for her. Let's get her the hell out of South Africa, guys, for real.
Holy shit!
Oh my god! Right, no fun.
For real, like we got. Like I'm not even lying. Just to see that's
Friday night. That's not a normal Friday night.
That's just like Troy, New York.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But you're not gonna. I mean.
Anyway.
Right.
Fuck it out. We have I always think we're doing well, and then
I come in.
You just mentioned
that was great.
And a side food.
And it goes to Tom's nutsack, and it's over.
Oh god. But yeah, I really think everyone should just. I haven't read through words.
I wonder if I can send that sound clip to you. Can you share that if I send that sound clip to you? Tom.
Oh.
Tom. Of the from the polo from when Amy said that.
Yeah. I'll be able to. Yeah.
All right. Keep going. I'll see if I. What?
You still got it, have you?
I not only got it, I recorded that part, mixed it, and put it into like an MP4 form because it was so fucking funny, dude. Yeah, yeah, I did a little bit of work to it. Yeah.
On the internet.
Oh god!
Keep going. I'll see if I can find it. We'll work on this. This will be a maybe next time thing.
But anyway, do look through these documents, guys. I mean, we could talk about these for hours, but basically, like some of the stuff is fucking crazy. But like, you go near these things, you can watch it back from like. There's so much. I'm gonna certainly read through a lot more of them. They're basically just putting it all out there now. That I mean, that one. Like, how does damage occur? They literally know everything. The effects of the burns from these things, like it's.
I think they just try to make themselves look smart.
Neurological bloody problems come from it. Huh?
I think they just try to make themselves look smart by putting all these little numbers.
Well, there you go. They've even got the wavelengths, the frequencies and wavelengths, and what happens to the body at those wavelengths from these machines. Like they're in detail. The stuff they've got from this. It's all made up.
It's all made up.
Someone's been sat there for hours making all this shit up just for a laugh.
Well,
highly done. So yeah, definitely look through. I mean, it is interesting. Just skimming through, it's freaking interesting. Yeah.
Yes, to pick up little random words now and again.
But you can do though. It's all just look at the stuff in bold is basically what you should read. Everything else, don't bother reading it. You won't probably understand it.
You can't just read the bold bits, Tom.
It's true though.
That's the title.
You skip through them, but you skip through them. And
the titles, Tom.
The title.
Information. It's like you read a blurb.
That's what you need to.
Story.
Yeah, but how many times? All right. So how many times people instead of reading the book just read the last page and like, I know what happened. Happy day.
No one.
I've been guilty of that in the past, but I'll go back and I'll read the book to see if like the ending is worth it. If that makes any sense. I've long since stopped that practice, but I did used to do that.
Oh, that's cheating.
Well, is it though? I know the end. I don't know the journey. Isn't most of the fun in the journey?
Because you'll be like, I know what's going to happen.
Right, that ruins it.
Yeah.
If you rewind a bit, when The Sixth Sense first came out, my roommates had seen it before I had. They spoiled the ending. I said, I'm going to go see it anyway. And during the course of the film, it was so well done, I didn't care. And
I knew the ending for 5 minutes after it started.
Did you really?
The guy was dead. Yeah.
Well, I suck at life, so I don't know what to
I didn't care for that movie. I didn't think it was good.
It's like The Others. Very similar sort of thing.
Marty,
The Others was fantastic. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The Others was very good movie.
Documentary I told you about, Marty. Remember that I told you the lady was filming UFOs? I mean, she'd been doing it for years. These are all like black and white films that she was doing. I can't think of the name of I can't remember where it was. It was like a 2-hour documentary. She's got all these 8mm films that she took filming UFOs. And
that's awesome.
She knew when they were coming, and she'd go out and she'd start filming them.
I think I've seen that, but I don't remember. Was it in black and white?
Yes, but I can't think of the name of. I can't remember where I told you it was on. If it was YouTube or Amazon. I'm looking on YouTube now.
I think I saw it on Amazon.
Maybe that's where it was.
Did she live out like in the hills?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
I've seen that.
I can look on Amazon now on Prime.
I'm sure I've seen that as well. I'm sure it was like a series thing. It was on.
Well, I know it was on for a couple of hours because I watched it the one night because I remember texting Marty and telling him about it, told me he should watch it. But I don't remember what I watched it on, and I can't think of the damn name of it now either.
I think it was on Tubi, wasn't it? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, that was Chestnut Ridge. That was the one I was telling you about the other night. This was back probably, I don't know, 2 months ago.
Oh.
That I was telling you about.
Rob had a good point here. And he says, like, why would they be harmful to us when we experiment with animals? The method is as humane as possible. I imagine human aliens would try to do the same thing. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're either hostile or friendly.
I don't think like the radiation birds. I just think it's because they're from obviously different planets as such, to put it in basic terms. Like things to them that are non-harmful to them, like are harmful to us.
Oh, that's true.
I think it's
and it wasn't always like that. I mean, didn't they used to use, like, if you look at animal testing, like that was a thing that wasn't very humane. So I mean, I guess it would depend on the individual.
Yeah. And I think
like everything else,
that, I don't know, breathing oxygen to us is it's nothing, but maybe oxygen to them is highly like corrosive to them. You just don't know. Like, it just depends on how your body's built, I suppose, isn't it?
For starters, you don't even know what they are inside anyway.
No.
They won't have no organs.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I do think, like, we may be very intelligent, but I do think we're very limited by our intelligence, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We only know our planet, like and what we've found out.
Not really. We know.
And how far our brain can go.
We know more about space than we do actually our own oceans, Tom.
Yeah. I'm saying we're limited by our own brains. Like,
but the plus side to that is that we're also inquisitive and curious as fuck. So I think we got that going for us, and we're never really satisfied with a solid answer. Some people maybe could be sated with a definitive answer, but a lot of us are just like, I would say probably the majority of us are just like, there's something else to it, or like, yeah, that's neat that we can go to Mars or whatever, but what's after that? And then just like it's so I think that the human curiosity is well, intelligence, probably limited, but the curiosity far outweighs the limits on our intelligence.
Yeah,
but I would also say as well, it could also be to a fault, because I think we could be our own doom as well.
Oh, absolutely, to make our own bridges. 100%,
definitely,
100%.
That's been proven with what's been going on in the world. Like, it's definitely. And if you look at it this way as well, if you go back, I don't know, 100 years, and you try and explain to someone how a mobile phone works, like, you can talk to someone on the other side of the world, like, instantly. They'll think you're fucking crazy, like you're a magician.
Yep.
Or you'd be burned. You'd be burned at the stake.
Yeah, isn't it? Like, so almost anything you can think of isn't impossible, because back then that was impossible.
Right.
You can't breathe lava, bud. That's impossible.
Well, you never know.
Hashtag change my mind.
There'll be someone now out there, if they watch this, trying to actually find out.
Trying to breathe lava? Yeah, good luck. Then they deserve everything they get if they actually try.
But yeah, it's freaking. Did you send that thing? Did you get it?
Oh, me? No, I'm going to have to look for it. I know I have it. I'm not exactly sure where it is. I'll look for it again.
What's this you got?
Well, so yeah, this is. I'll try and bring up some of these that might. So this is a YouTube video. Some of the things that have been captured.
Couple of them I think we've seen before, because I think one or two might be the military videos, but
I've just flicked through.
I will see if I can find this.
If I can find
the TV
ones we haven't seen. What's this one? I think. Really?
Did you know that the universe is expanding faster than the speed of light?
Are you one of
fucking adverts?
I I always find it.
I need to pay for freaking YouTube because it's doing me head.
Oh, it's almost like I've been saying that for a long time.
Encountered by Navy pilots in 2004.
How much is it to pay for it to get no ads?
It's like $12 a month.
I'm not
They have like wait, what's that?
That's about £12 for food shopping.
That's £12 worth of donut.
That's like £12 worth of dog food. And stuff.
That's a good shout.
Twinkies, whatever it is.
Here we go. So, I think this is one we haven't seen. I think.
Consider this.
I'm not going to argue with you.
By an FA-18 fighter pilot in 2018 at an altitude of 35,000 feet. It's still
It's a weird shape, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
why is it frozen?
Well, the one running theory behind this was, and somebody actually pulled it up. You go to the store and you can buy the regular party balloons.
Mhm.
They have a Batman balloon that is the same exact shape as that. The problem is this balloon is at 20,000 feet.
35,000
or 35. Yeah, 35,000. So even a balloon, like a party balloon from the store, would never. It would expand and just explode. It would never get that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be able to do that.
I don't know what this is. That's caught from the fighter pilot who was just doing. He was, I think he was just doing autopilot, and he just happened to grab his phone and take a picture out of his cockpit window.
Yeah.
What about weather balloon?
That one. This one's crazy. Now, like, go back a little further because it'll show you got a pilot. It's just a 747 regular commercial pilot. Now, what you're going to look at here is the same thing they were seeing off the East Coast in 2014. It was a cube inside of it was a cube inside of a clear beach ball, and this pilot actually caught this when he was flying. So when you're seeing this thing is not moving towards the plane; it's stationary in the sky, just sitting there at roughly 35,000 feet. Yeah.
And the way that it's traveling on screen in the area of the clouds doesn't appear to be consistent with recordings that I have deemed authentic. So while Primo can't find anything technically wrong with the video, something just doesn't look right to him. What caught my eye is when the camera's panning up to the skyline, the operator instinctively zooms in, almost like he's expecting this object.
No, you can see it
as it's coming towards the airport.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing.
So,
I mean, there'll always be people that try and like debunk these things, and there is a lot of them that are fake. There is a lot of fakes, but this is the problem that. What the fuck is that?
Oh, I love.
Oh, these are the things on Mars.
That's cool.
I think that's a bit far fetched, that one, but I get it. But I mean, there is some. I don't know that some of these things, they're fakes, but a lot are real.
There's the other
a
one.
lot of hieroglyphics too.
That one that I told you that it looked exactly like the one that I saw up front.
Oh, okay.
That I think it's towards the end.
Yeah.
How high can a weather balloon go?
To the outer atmosphere.
Is this a real?
Say like 80,000 feet, somewhere around there.
Yeah, they are just like a big balloon. They're very obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they almost look deflated when they first let them off, because as they rise, they expand, so it allows them to go higher because they're allowed to expand. That's why they look half deflated when they actually release them.
Yeah. So I think this is the one you was on about. This one here.
Yes.
Blue orb shoots overhead. What the was that?
Now, I saw the same thing out in front of my house.
Wow.
The only thing is, when you see that because of the camera, you're going to get those trails off that. What I saw was the same exact color, no trails. It was just a blue light that dropped straight down from over my house and then across the street.
Was it a falling light pole?
No. The only thing, I did do some research on it, and it's a very rare thing that can happen, is you can have a meteorite that's purely magnesium that burns like a bluish white.
Oh, wow.
And that'll burn through the sky. So that could have been what it was. But to see that, like when I saw I've seen 100 shooting stars. I've seen actual meteorites with the red tail behind them after they go through the sky for a couple of seconds. I'd never seen anything like that. And then I found this video, and that's exactly what I saw. But then after doing some research, Well, that was kind of like the video rendering that. It made it actually look like it was brighter than it was.
Right. Yeah.
But
Marty,
like, with my own eyes, it was like crazy.
That documentary or that show, it's Capturing the Light. It's a true story of Dorothy Azat. She's an alien contactee who has accumulated over 30,000 feet of film footage backing her claim, and they show it on there. It's
what's it called again?
on Amazon Prime. It's called Capturing the Light.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I watched it a while ago. It's only 46 minutes long. It's not long, but it's really interesting.
They show the video evidence during that documentary.
Yeah. They show all her films. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's interesting.
They show the films that she
I'll have to try and watch that later.
Yeah. It was really interesting.
Yeah, is that the documentary where she's taken a photo inside with her family in the kitchen and there's a UFO?
Yes, it's outside the window. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah,
it's a brilliant one. Yeah, you have to watch it. It's a brilliant documentary.
Jesus, Kerry, you've seen like everything. You really do watch all that. Jeez, that's amazing.
Yours is films, mine's dead people and ET. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes, earthquake, lightning. Yeah.
He saw a green fireball 10 years ago. Apparently.
Yeah.
The earthquake lights. I don't know what that is.
It's weird when you see something like that.
Earthquake lights or earthquake lightning. There's lights around, like the blue lights and stuff people are seeing in the skies and stuff. They're saying it's from earthquakes.
Huh.
No.
So I don't know if I believe that, but that's what they're saying.
No. From an earthquake?
I'll believe it. Sure.
People are saying like blue lights or like pink lights or purple lights in the skies and stuff.
Yeah, it's an earthquake, dude, obviously. Uh-oh.
Mum and Dad's gone.
Mom and Dad just got divorced. Oh, shit. Now it's just the kids.
They quit.
The kids run amok.
They've had enough of us.
They'll be able to come back. But see, so that's what happens when so if we were all to leave one by one, like if I left, Kerry would still be there. If Kerry left, Mom and Marty would still be there left. So until the last person exits out, that is what happens when the hosts leave streaming. Let's see. Can they leave? Can they? I'm pretty sure they can come back in. I hope they can come back in
without creating another
one. Yeah, they should. They should, in theory, be able to just sign back in under the same.
Right. They just go to the link they sent us and just click the link.
Right. Yeah, I was just going to say that.
How many of you guys think that they're blaming each other at the moment, or Amy's blaming Tom, or that it's the aliens?
How much you want to bet they come back mid-argument?
Oh, that'd be great. Oh, that's terrible.
Everything else, they realize that they're back on.
We could be like naughty kids, like when Mum and Dad leave the house to go shopping for the first time.
We could.
What should we do? Should we eat the snack?
I'm gonna reach out to them real quick.
I was just gonna say I was gonna call them too.
Jeff said the CIA took them. Yes, they know too much.
That could be.
Yeah, they know too much now.
Why would an American organization take some Brits? That makes zero sense.
You never know.
And no offense. You guys are very entertaining.
It's their show, and we just released these documents on their show.
Chantel, what does Chantel say? Somebody is getting close to the truth. Tom and Amy.
Huh. Yeah, I guess. Oh boy, they're on a jet to Guantanamo now.
Slideshow button. We're gonna have to just freestyle, guys.
I guess so. You guys handle this. I'm gonna go off camera and try.
Well, here's the thing. I can't even do anything like share my screen because Tom and Amy have control over that.
Hey! Wow! Oh, geez, Mom and Dad are back.
Amy's face.
So, whose fault was that?
Yeah, whose fault was it, Amy?
Literally, you all just froze, and then everything just crashed.
Oh!
Literally, we lost everything. I had to come back in on the link, but it wouldn't let me in because it says you are not the host. I was like, oh,
we were watching you doing it.
We were watching you guys. And I was like, we got on.
So what did you do? How'd you get back in then? Did you just go back under the thing?
Yeah, I had to re-log in and reopen it, and I had to restart the internet as well. Sorry about that.
As Bobo.
Yeah, probably.
Or the new job.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it could be the new guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't just set the metal meter off. They have to just crash your internet. Nice.
It's Tom's fault.
Probably. Most things
Yeah,
are.
listen to that EVP that you got earlier. Somebody said that they heard a whisper or something, and someone
Yeah,
said,
Chantal said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to listen to that
Just
back.
somebody goes, shh. Yeah.
That could have been a warning if in the case of you don't shut up, I'll disconnect you.
I'm pulling the plug.
I was gonna say, Kerry, for you. So I know Mum and Dad, they experienced aliens, I suppose you call it. They were driving home. They'd only just been married, I think. And they were driving home, and they saw this massive ball of like white light follow them all the way home. They were like on a long road. It was like with like loads of like fields and stuff, and it was following them all the way. And then it just darted off. It went.
That's really common.
Wow.
Yeah, it just went.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
I'm just surprised that they didn't abduct them.
Could have done. Just
I
might
don't
not
know if,
remember.
if you always do get abducted. When I've watched some of these cases, they don't always, but not that they know of anyway, let's say. It's like the Phoenix light, wasn't it? That there was that time in Phoenix where it just went crazy, and there are birds dropping out of skies, like hundreds of them. And
Yeah. I remember
I don't know
that.
if anyone was actually abducted then. I can't remember at all, but that was
No,
interesting.
the birds one was crazy because they tried to blame it on like a weather phenomenon or something. There's something stupid. It didn't make any sense. But like all these blackbirds are almost like crows. There was like hundreds of them, and they just literally
They just dropped out of the air. Yep.
And then all of a sudden, the police stations are getting phone calls like there's dead birds all over the road and all over people's houses and their yards and all that stuff. And nobody could ever explain what happened. The only explanation that came up that anybody kind of followed was the UFO.
Yeah.
It was that, again, the radio frequencies and everything else that these things emit killed the birds all because they were in a flock and just killed them all at the same time and just they dropped.
Listen, if they're emitting that.
In the White Mountains of Arizona, there's hieroglyphics, and it shows aliens on the hieroglyphics. Yeah,
there is. Yeah.
There's even as far back as cave paintings that you'll see the pictures of aliens and things like that. Yeah.
Where's Hefty gone?
He's been abducted now.
Been abducted.
Locked him off in the bathroom.
I'll wait for Hefty to get back anyway, and then we will start the game. But yeah, as always, cracking show. Guys, definitely I'll probably put it on, I don't know, on Instagram or something for you guys to the link to that
I did.
the documents. Yeah, it's in the chat, but I'll put it on the our Instagram and that as well because it is interesting.
That was their one chance.
You only get one chance, Nancy.
Lose, my friends.
But yeah, to do the Cards Against Humanity. Remember, this is only a bit of fun. We're not spending any.
Mom, did you download Death?
I do. I have, yes.
Oh, you did. You put them out too. Okay.
Like Marty's sorting everybody out.
Yeah, no. The plan is we can't have one cast member on here all show. We have to switch out every now and then. So there was Marty was gone first, right? Then Tom and Amy bounced. Then I had to go. So it's weird. It's a stipulation. So yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's all breaks. We have to take regular breaks.
Yeah, I don't make the rules. I just collect the sweet pop sock money.
All right. Yeah. So quick one before we do the game. So obviously tomorrow we're going to film the unboxing video. I may go live with it while we film it. Maybe if you're lucky.
What time are you doing it?
Wow, that was Dick. If you're lucky. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll let you see what I'm opening.
It'll probably be about 3 o'clock our time, so it's probably about 10 o'clock your time.
That's 8 o'clock our time.
Yeah. No.
5 hours.
Our time is like 10 in the morning.
What?
It's like 10 in the morning for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your daughter.
Yeah.
That's not what you said, dude. You said 8 o'clock.
Oh, sweet.
Well,
all right. So Cards Against Humanity, huh? Holy shit! See, you guys think I'm lying when I say I'm dumb. I'm a dumb.
But yeah, we'll do that
Here's
tomorrow.
your sister, Marty.
Hey.
Your sister saying hi.
Hey, what's up, Sense?
Hi.
I recognize you from Facebook. That's that Facebook
For laundry.
person. I didn't think she actually existed.
Yeah, she's a real person.
No,
Yeah.
she's real.
Wow. Huh.
Is she real?
Is she real?
All right. Anyway, so who's doing questions tonight? Because I always get told off.
I don't have my question. I don't know where my questions went.
Not everybody all at once here. Did I get last week?
I got answers, but I don't have any questions.
All right. I'll do the questions then. You do the questions then.
Can you tell cards?
You're not gonna. You're just gonna do questions, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Amy's just gonna do the questions. I'll do answer for both of them. Go on.
Should I take him to early birthday?
Oh, yeah, happy birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday tomorrow. Yeah.
Then it'll be Sunday, Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah, lasagna.
Lasagna.
Are
You
you
make
guys gonna have lasagna for Mother's
Why
Day?
not?
Hey, hell yeah! And
Lasagna tomorrow.
happy early Mother's Day to you, Mama Marty.
Thank you very much.
Happy Mummy's Day.
Beat you to it. Sorry, Marty, you're a bad son.
Over there.
You better make your mum a lasagna.
Oh yeah!
Dude, she's already making lasagna.
So make double lasagna. I'll come by.
No, Dad.
I can have two plates. I can have
I'm
two
never
plates in
eating lasagna
the
again.
cooler instead of just one.
No, I'm never
Yes.
having lasagna ever again, dude.
Come on.
No.
All right, what about breakfast burritos?
He's offended by lasagna.
Then do veg platter.
You're not doing breakfast burritos now either?
Nope.
Sandwiches.
Close the
Bologna.
shop,
Breakfast
dude.
pizza.
Salami.
Nope.
I hate this place. I can't wait till I can move out.
Anyway, go on then.
Right.
Do the first question.
I'll do the answers as well, Chantel.
Okay, you do.
All right. Okay. Hang
Let's
on.
pick a bunch. I've got
Right,
a massive.
what
bunch.
helps Obama unwind?
What helps
Obama.
Obama
What
unwind?
helps Obama?
We're talking about Barack Obama, aren't we?
Yes. Barack Obama.
Barack Obama? I like him. It's like Barack Obama. There's a lot of them.
There's a song in it. There's a song for him.
I
Right,
like
I'm gonna
it.
do that one. What helps Obama unwind? There you go. Right, so I'll start then because obviously I'm not gonna get like.
Okay.
So fingering.
Fucking hell. Like,
Why are you the only one that pulls up that answer every show? Every show you got at least that answer.
All right,
Fingering fits everyone.
Right, fine. I'll change it. 72 virgins. There you go.
I like both of those.
yeah, that's pretty good.
The 90s again. That good old fingering.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you, Kerry. Oh.
Kerry's having relapses.
Good old day.
Glory holes. Donald Trump.
I'm going with a posh wank.
Wait, what is it? A posh wank? Oh, upscale, huh? Let's see. Marty, what do you got? Or Kerry, what do you got? What do you got? Kerry, my ugly face and bad personality.
Mr. Marty?
I got white privilege.
Wow, yeah. Oh, shit. That is. No, that's your mom, man.
Nope.
Shit.
You might want to regret that haircut now, bud.
Yeah, no shit.
What do you got, Marty?
Bitches.
Oh, fair enough. Mine is going to be, and I think I got this. Dropping a hot duty out of my turd hole.
Is that where you just went?
Yeah, yeah. No. That was a man about a walrus.
Fuck it out.
Oh, I got a vote.
Yeah, you got a vote. You did the question.
We've got turd out the
Oh,
arse.
dear.
What was the other ones?
A posh hand job.
Yeah.
Posh and oh yeah, the white privilege. Yeah.
Yeah, white
White
privilege.
brothers.
We gotta go with that. Go on.
Mama win.
Blank. That's my mum's go. Oh, that's why mums go to Iceland. So blank. That's why mums go.
Do you
to
guys know what Iceland is? I don't know if you have it out there.
It's a shop.
It's a
It's a
food
what?
shop.
Iceland is a continent.
No, it's a place.
Oh no, we're on about the food store. So there's an advert in this country, and it says that's why mums go to Iceland. Iceland is a food store.
It's cheap.
So basically, they say mums shop at Iceland. It's cheap.
It's like £1 of food. Like
that's basically what I'm saying.
Oh, it's like Dollar General or like Dollar Store. Oh, that's adorable. You guys have that over there.
It's like
basically why do mums go to Iceland? Food store.
I've got it. Am I saying mine first? Okay. As I'm not gonna be like judged. Poor people. That's why mums go to Iceland.
That's fine.
That is crazy.
Okay. All right, that's pretty good. I like that. Who's up next? Mama Marty, what do you got?
Covering myself with Parmesan cheese and chili flakes because I'm pizza.
Yeah, your mom is on fire tonight. Marty, what do you got?
What?
What do you got?
Passive aggressive post-it notes.
That's not great. That was not great. I'm going with the illusion of choice in a late stage capitalist society.
That was deep.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that, but
Right. Thank God you said it that way because your answer was worse than mine.
Thank you. Well, that's why you had to get the hair flip, like that the douche canoe voice.
I was just gonna go getting really high. That's all I've got.
Really?
Yeah.
My cards are wank. Honestly.
Always a good answer.
Kerry.
You go Kerry on.
Yeah, go Kerry.
Yeah, well, it was a good
Thank you,
one,
boys.
Amy.
I like the hair flip.
It's because you had the same answer as it.
Oh, shut up.
It's actually like a
That's right. No, maybe I don't know.
I love that. Just the random line.
No, she's just like, oh, shut up, Tom. I'm just like,
shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't listen. Yeah.
Fucking
fat, sorry.
Blank. That I encountered.
Oh, I've got 2 for this, have we?
Yeah, 2.
That is their name, I've been here.
Blank. I never truly understood blank until I encountered blank.
So I never really understood what until I encountered what.
Oh, that's in the blue.
That's you.
Hey.
Hello. You like the game?
Just like to say hi. Just coming to say hi.
Okay.
Say hi.
Wow, I could say hi again.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. You had that in the blue. All right, let's just keep playing. Let's see if they like it.
That was brilliant. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
To breed elves for their priceless semen. Shit. Chantal would really go there to that. I never really understood.
Okay, right.
Jobs. I love seeing sad hand jobs in the chat.
Okay, right. I've got it. Right. Okay, so.
The Amber Heard.
Amber Turd.
The fact that you had to say it like that, like
I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, my stupid brain. Whatever. I don't care at this point.
So. I never really truly understood erectile dysfunction until I encountered puberty.
That seems like the worst time. Okay.
I've got nothing. I've really got
Well, you don't have any more
nothing.
cards. That's you lot. I haven't changed any of mine.
That's a great depression. Sex life.
I'm going with I never really understood lactation until I encountered women in yogurt adverts.
Would that make it yogurt advertisements?
that actually goes really well together.
I didn't realize I was like, oh yeah.
Dairy product.
I didn't know.
Oh, it's a mommy. Kerry, what do we got? I never truly understood
I've got the winners.
You got the win.
All the dudes I fucked, fair enough.
Until
I discovered getting. Oh yeah! That's awesome.
I didn't put my answers out.
That's awesome.
I think Kerry.
I'm all going home.
I think you've gone.
Oh,
That's very good.
well, let's see who's up
Yeah,
next.
Kerry won that round.
I don't give the answer.
There's no need.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
Everyone. Unless everyone wants to give their answer.
I don't think anyone can top that, can they?
I'm the winner.
Okay.
Mom, did you do your answer yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You want me to? Go ahead. Go ahead, Adam.
No, I really don't.
no, I want to hear yours, please.
Oh, okay.
Mom.
Soft, kissy, missionary sex, Batman.
Wait, which Batman? Are we talking Adam West, Michael
I
Keaton?
don't know.
Just all of them? Oh man. Well, yeah, kind of. Mine. I never fully understood huffing spray paint until I discovered a man on the brink of orgasm. Clearly not the best answer, but it's the one I went with. I didn't know I was going to get upstaged like that, so I tipped my hat to just about everybody else on that one.
Marty?
I never fully understood or understand stuffing my pee hole with Tic Tacs until I discovered me jubbly bubblies.
I want to know more about your jubbly bubbly.
What is the jubbly bubblies?
That's what happens after he inserted Alka-Seltzer down there.
There's the other one.
My
Jubbly bubblies.
Jubbly bubbly.
No, they've got different answers.
So I'm going to go Kerry first place, Marty second place, and Thomas third place.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
pretty good. I thought I did quite well with that one. Actually made sense after I read it.
Tom, take the win.
Technically, I won.
Go on then, drop a last quick one.
I have laughed like 3 times during the show. This is awesome.
Very good. Very good.
TFL apologises for the delay in train service due to.
What?
Do you listen to anything I say?
No.
TFL
No.
is for the delay in train service due to.
That's all I've got. Some shit guns.
Okay, so TFL apologised for the delay in train service due to holding down a child farting all over him.
Amy, I'm sorry already. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing for my answer already, and it's not even my turn, but I'm sorry. I'm sticking with it. I'm going to die on this hill. I'm committed to this. I'm in this one. Amy, I'm sorry in advance.
What's it going to be? Go on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not next. It's not my turn.
Well,
You see when if it's a
I'll give you my word. I was going with a homoerotic volleyball montage.
I almost went with that one on an earlier question. Of the first question, I almost went with that one. That's funny. Kerry, what do we got?
Good old fashioned fanny fart.
Mama Marty?
A fart so powerful that it wakes the giants from their 1,000-year slumber.
Whew. Sounds like one of Tui's.
Yeah.
Marty? Yeah. What do you got, Marty?
Switching to Geico.
Switching to Geico. It's an insurance
company.
They have like a gecko as the oh man, it wouldn't make sense for you. It's like the Iceland.
Maybe they would have had Geico over there. I don't know.
The American version card.
My answer is what was the question again? The TSL apologized for
the delay train service due to
my balls on your face.
Go on then, Hefty. I'll let you win that one.
All right, I'm sorry. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I really wish it wasn't Amy reading questions right now, or a woman reading questions. Come on, Marty, can't you? Damn it! All right, yes. I'm sorry, Amy. No disrespect. I'm sorry. That was terrible.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh wait, no, that's me. That's why we give the disclaimer at the beginning of the show. Sorry, not sorry. There, fair enough.
What are you doing, Kerry?
Don't know.
She's getting ready for her abduction tonight. Getting her hair ready.
Or Dave, who knows?
Yeah. It's like those TikToks when they go like that. Oh, just tie the hair up.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Thank you. I wish there was an emoji.
Did you really have to say that?
Yeah.
Nobody heard.
I absolutely missed that. I actually legit 100% missed that.
I missed that.
Okay.
Don't do it, Tom. If she looked at you like that,
don't do it, Tom. Don't do it, buddy.
All right. Anyway, we are running over, but it's been a fucking cracking show as always. It's been a real laugh. Yeah, been awesome tonight.
Hi, Anne.
Hi, Anne. Thank you for joining us very at the end, but please watch it back. It's been fucking hilarious. And we actually learned well, we didn't really learn a lot, really.
We learned that Hefty wants to put balls on her face.
That's your takeover. I learned that Marty doesn't know half the stuff he was talking about in what he was reading.
I don't.
Pretty much. He's the UFO expert that knows nothing about UFOs.
That's why I love him.
This is reflection time.
I love it.
Oh god.
So what do we learn? This is reflection time like I do with my kids.
Nothing. Fucking nothing. As always. But we had a cracking
You
time.
learned some big words.
I learned big words, yeah.
Yes, he did. He learned some big words.
Yeah. But thank you for joining us, everybody. We love you all. Have a good fucking week. Next week, I don't have a clue what we're doing, so bear with.
Yeah, we'll just wing it. We'll let you know.
We'll be here anyway doing something. But yeah, Mama Marty, thank you for joining us again.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And everyone have a
glad
good
you're
weekend.
here,
And we will see you next
Sure
week.
you are.
Stay spooky.
See you
Stay
later.
spooky. Gosh, you got it first.